Hi, Tim. I don't know if Daryl is going to be around. I don't know if he's involved in the Linux Foundation's meetings this week.
Sorry about that. I was serving my wife coffee.
No problem. I was just saying I'm not sure if Daryl is coming, if they forgot to cancel the meeting or something because of the Linux Foundation's summit right now. Oh,
Yeah, well, just wait a few minutes. So
there's
look, there
Daryl.
he is. I have to
Yeah,
run downstairs and grab my coffee. I'll be back. But I'm still on
Daryl.
audio.
Okay. Hello, Daryl.
Sure.
Oh,
There we
wait.
go.
Okay.
That was me.
Okay. I'm putting into the chat. So this was what was approved by the steering committee, but because I'm working with people and groups that are going through the process,
Yep.
I'm adding more, suggesting more changes to it to clarify things and whatnot. There's nothing,
Yeah, I see the review package. That's good.
yeah. So nothing for you. I like nothing fundamental has changed. It's
Yep.
just how they're grouped.
Good. Cool.
So this hasn't been approved by steering committee yet, but it's likely that I'm gonna get it approved.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
I've added it should be probably a short meeting today because there's not a lot to discuss, but I saw Jory's response with
Mm,
the disclaimer or license thing, so I've added that in.
okay.
That was really one other change. We got a bunch of feedback, strangely, after the closure from a couple different groups who were doing JSON schema work.
Okay.
And you probably weren't around. I don't know if Tim was around for the mild debate, but there was no answer on what is the file extension for a JSON schema file. And if you go on the net, there is no answer.
Yeah.
So we picked dot JSON schema, all one word. Just change that to dot schema dot JSON because the JSON parsers won't load a JSON schema file. They'll load a schema dot JSON. I'm
JSON.
like, whatever, sure,
Okay.
it's immaterial.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so that's the only change. But Drummond's going to be reviewing that. He just finished up 3 days of conferences, so he's
Okay.
sleeping. He's sleeping. He gets a pass today. So, so it's
Yeah,
coming
that's
up.
interesting. I'm in right now I'm deep in DCAT. Have
What's that?
you
I don't know.
another cataloging language?
Hmm.
So
Can't say I'm really caught up on the cataloging language world, Carly.
yeah. For me it's this I know how things work for OCA, but now I'm having to learn like class inheritance and properties and
Oh boy.
yeah, so it's um
So Carly,
yeah,
is your background like in records management or science, or I'm just curious, like you seem to have a
all over
lot
the
of
place.
knowledge in the space. Okay. Yeah,
I
that's
have a
interesting.
PhD in microbiology.
Okay. Guelph?
UBC. I did my
Okay.
undergrad in Guelph, and then I was in Switzerland working, amongst other things, at a
Okay.
device manufacturer
Okay. Okay.
startup. So, and then I've come back, and I'm not doing any more microbiology. I'm supervising coders and product management and stuff to make research data more accessible,
Cool.
better,
Oh,
fair,
oh,
stuff like that.
in, in the Canadian context, right? You're based
In
in
a
Guelph.
Canadian
Yeah.
context,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm a bit unusual in the field because I'm coming at things from I'm trying to work to make it more decentralized. And right now people
Yeah.
are still on, we're going to build a big platform which is going to hold stuff. And I'm like, that's great, but where are your boundaries? Because
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
yeah.
I lived that dream with public safety information, national information exchange model.
Oh
So like
God.
I
Thank you.
live. I lived all that
Just
stuff,
flashbacks.
and
Name.
I'm seeing some of the same kind of traps or presumptions happening in this so-called decentralized world that I'm trying to, counter in my own way. So yeah, like well, Daryl, you're pretty familiar with kind of where my head is at. Just like the whole JSON LD stuff, like blessed schemas and that. Like I tried that decades ago. It just never works. Never it works to some degree, but then it starts falling
Yeah,
apart.
it works. It works where it works, but it hits a boundary where it stops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then it becomes like a raw power play. Like and I saw that happen with Neem
yeah.
and just yeah, there's other things. So like I just don't want us to kind of fall into that
Oh
trap.
gosh, I'd love to at another date just to learn a bit more because I'm like, well, rather than specifying what everybody has to do, here's a web app that you can use to write machine readable data schemas, the ones that you're collecting. And then at least that's more than what we had before. Okay.
So I
Yeah.
just pulled up my screen. There's not a lot to discuss right now, as I mentioned. Hey, Eric, um, we just have the one PR in place
Mhm.
that Drummond has gone through, largely speaking. Caught a where I had screwed up and broke a line. I had a line break. But we also added in. I want to just show you the most recent. Oh God, that's a lot of changes. That's not what I wanted to show. Overview with the editors. So this is the IP statement. This was the statement that Jory asked for.
Hmm.
So this is just for those Tim and Eric. Jory is part of the LF. He's one of the IP lawyers.
She,
Um, she. Jory's a she?
yeah.
Oh, I'm
Jory,
sorry.
what's a lot? Is that the other? I know there's someone that's like named Jory that's on the mailing list that's been quite active lately. Just, is this another Jory?
Let's see, this is Jory Burson.
Oh, okay. No, it's a different
Yeah.
glad I
So,
resolved that to a different reference. Okay, that's good.
yeah. So largely speaking, that's done. Drummond's going through that. He just is sleeping in right now. Um, I am going to over the weekend, if not early next week, but certainly before the next week's meeting, close out all of the issues that sit there, unless there's one that's obviously contentious. I'll flag them as backlog. I'm not aware of any that are contentious, so we have a nice cleanup point. Carly has indicated, has shared the modified deliverable process with the steering committee. Oh, sorry, that the steering committee is going to use. It's not 100%, but what's been added is, and I'll take point on this, is building up the review package so that when we get back, hopefully scheduled for, I think it was April 15th, Carly, is that correct?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
before that, send me, if you scroll up a bit, fill out the, okay, request for initiation.
Okay.
So that's the links, the summary of changes, feedback, and how you resolve the feedback. You're going to be requesting an expedited review and give any kind of relevant date. And then there is like, who's the members of the review committee? And they say, you can see I'm arguing with Mackie. I don't think we need external experts in.
How are we going to find them?
I know.
And how do we get them IPR cleared?
I know. So your external experts came in the public review.
Yeah.
That's and so I the review committee of the final deliverable is looking for things like, do we have the license correct and stuff like that. So that's an internal trust over IP. Yeah, I
I
I
mean,
disagree with
I'll throw this as feedback. If you're going to make this group do that,
Mackie.
like just, I
Yeah.
don't want to swear, but my God.
I agree. It totally fits at the
Yeah.
level of public review in when the technical
That is
details
why
are
we
being
have public
hammered out.
review.
That's right. And
Yeah.
it does not belong at steering committee review.
Do you want me to comment on this?
Yeah,
I'll do that later.
yeah.
I'll take a
Okay.
couple deep breaths before that.
Yeah. I know. That's why when we were
I
setting this up and then it was like floating this idea and I was like,
mean, the
no
input,
way.
the goal, but that is what a public review is for.
Yeah, that's right.
And you know, I can't tell you how many people are asking for this right now. Like
I know. I know.
like
I know. I want it out.
in wildly different domains. It's really quite cool.
Yeah. And
So
but I also agree we did need to sort out the license and stuff like that because otherwise that's a whole other mess.
yeah, yeah,
So
and yeah, it's like oh, but it's an exciting time that you know we
yeah.
know. I think there's what three specs popping. There's this
Yep.
one, did
Oh,
WebS,
well, did WebS and all the three carries.
and the TSP, isn't it?
I don't know where TSP is. I
Okay,
haven't talked to Wenjing yet.
okay. I'll
So yeah.
comment on that later.
Yeah. And
Um,
any comments you have on that as well. The
yeah,
process, I'm working on that to get it passed at the steering committee.
okay, cool. Um, but I mean that this is good. This Mackey's point. This is good guidance for public review. Is you know you
Yep.
should be doing outreach and stuff like that, which we did.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool. Really that's it for today, folks. That's all that's going on. Which is kind of anticlimactic given where we are, but it is.
Mhm.
I'm quite excited.
Also, to make it faster, Daryl, you can already, and I'd like to know your feedback because Sam Smith is so busy. He's not doing it. At the bottom of the sheet, at the bottom of the document, is the persistent DOI link. So you go to Zenodo, you make a free account, and then you reserve your DOI, and then you can stick that reserved DOI into the document. And I'd like feedback on how you're fine. You know, I have faked the process, but I haven't done the real process.
Okay,
Not this way.
cool. Now,
So
is that just a is that something that I should do, or is that something that we should get someone in the administrative capacity of the
No.
LF to do?
So yeah, you need to do it
Okay,
because you're the owner of it, and then
okay,
you will request it be added to the Trust over IP community, and then I will approve that and check your metadata.
okay, cool, cool. So it's kind of a author led.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Drury, I see your hand up.
howdy, yes. Zenodo, is this I mean, is it built for the EU stuff, but it's open for anyone?
Well,
Yeah. Well,
CERN is Switzerland, right?
global, technically, international. It's
Oh,
international.
it definitely does say EU funded. There's no
Yeah.
big
They're
U.
paying for it. Well, uh, uh, yeah. So they're using it to dump their stuff, but everybody can dump their stuff into Zenodo.
Okay.
So it's open. Plus, you're not removing it from GitHub. You're just giving it a persistent DOI, and then it knows where to go to find its home.
Okay.
So Carla was saying she had a problem because she would be referencing the carry spec in ISO documents, and then the carry spec moved, and now the ISO standard is off. But if she had a DOI minted for it, that's not changing.
Sorry, the ISO's off.
Well, the ISO documentation is now referencing a broken link.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. The cross drive is broken. Yeah. Got it.
Yes. So DOIs via Zenodo is all about the resource at the endpoint shuffles around and the
Mhm.
DOI system handles where it gets shuffled to.
So you
Okay.
can sign up with GitHub. Should we sign up with, or whoever's going to do this, sign up with their GitHub? Would it make sense to do that, or does it matter?
Doesn't matter. However you want to log in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get that figured out, which is exciting, sort of.
Yeah. And then you can mint the DOI and it will reserve it for you and won't hand it out to anybody else.
So it sounds very Web3 if I'm minting a DOI.
Oh yeah.
Do I get it? Do I get an NFT or a meme coin with this?
Get tokens, a lot of tokens.
Very centralized. It's a very centralized system.
Cool. Cool. So that's a happy place. So I'll make sure we get that done. Um, Other than that, I don't really have any other topics other than I would like to keep next week's meeting, but I think we need to consider going to a biweekly or even monthly cadence because there's not a lot of going on right now, which is great. We do want to spend some time chewing through, though, the input that Sankarshan provided, which is sort of what's the next step. I haven't had a chance to digest that. I ended up traveling to California this week. So, is there anything else, folks?
Good for me.
No, just checking in.
Cool. I see Mr. Perry there.
Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to your continued participation at the COG meeting.
Cool. I'll see you on Monday morning.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, if there's nothing else, folks, let's hand back 45 minutes of the day.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
Get out.
Keep being awesome.
Cheers.